Hey, it's Jack Gately from Jack Gately Real Estate in the Online Real Estate Academy. In this edition of Ask Jack, we're going to be helping with some exam prep for Amanda. You've got questions, Amanda? I've got answers. Let's get into it. So the first topic is a broker and a seller agreed to not disclose a leaky basement pipe to a buyer. A year later, the buyer figures out that the pipe is leaky, files a complaint, and who is liable? Well, right off the bat, my answer is going to be the broker. You must disclose any known material defect. Even if your client, the seller, says, no, I don't want you to say anything about that, you have to say, well, I have a higher fiduciary responsibility to the buying public, even though I am your agent as the seller's agent, or the list agent, as I sometimes say. You must disclose any known material defects. So right off the bat, that's what I'm thinking about. Also, I'm thinking that this could potentially be a Chapter 93A violation, which is a penalty for deceptive business practice, which could lead up to a triple penalty. Ouch. Yeah. Woo. Well, yeah. Follow-up question is that how much can a broker be sued for? Well, basically, there's two types of damages. The first one is just damages, and that could be like any number. And the other one is liquidated damages, and that's going to be a number which is predetermined by contract. Very often you see that in commercial real estate, for instance, if one of the parties fails to perform one of the required procedures in a more complicated commercial real estate transaction. But otherwise, theoretically, you could be sued up to any amount, you know. What's true about carbon monoxide detectors? Are they free? Who does the inspection? They are they are not free. Here in beautiful Plymouth, the inspection is, I think, $50. So that's going to vary by fire department and it is the fire department that does the carbon monoxide inspection. You want to be ordering that as soon as your property goes under agreement. You want to be probably checking with your fire department to see what the lead time is to get it inspected. Right now, as we speak in early 2023, there's not a lot of transactions. So the lead time is probably not that bad. But it is variable based upon how busy the market is. And every fire department or fire district, as the case may be, has a different procedure. You want to check with them as soon as your property goes under agreement. Yes, there's almost always a fee for the inspection. That's almost always handled by the seller/seller agent, although like in a foreclosure, it might be handled by the buyer agent. I know I've had a couple of foreclosures, and as the buyer's agent, I actually coordinated it. Okay. Which options require notice for lead paint? I think the question here that you're asking is about a vacation rental. And if you have a child under 6, the lead paint law does not apply if it's 31 days or less and there's no flaking paint at the property. And I think there's a form that you should have the landlord sign to indicate that there's no flaking paint at the property. Otherwise, the lead paint law applies whenever there's a child under 6 residing at the property. So I think that answers that one. How would you define a material defect? That's a little bit tricky to define. It's kind of in the eye of the beholder. And the way I look at it is that I'm looking at it from a functionality point of view. Does the item do what it's supposed to do? Does the roof keep out the snow and the rain and the sleet? Yes, it does. Then fine. Does the roof leak? Well, then that's a functionality or a loss of function. So I would have to disclose that. Does the countertop have a stain on it? Oh, yeah, it does. That's not a material defect. As long as it doesn't affect like the functionality of the countertop, then that's the way I draw the line. But as always, when in doubt, disclose. That's the way I look at it. What type of liens would be processed first? Well, remember, you got to have that rule: first to record, first to write. So when the property is liquidated, sold, whoever filed their lien first is first in line to get paid. First to record, first to write. That's definitely on the exam, by the way. It should be. And the only people that really don't have to play by that rule is the government. So they can file a lien whenever they want. They kind of go straight to the front of the line. Funny how that works. All right, hey, this has been Ask Jack. You've had questions, I've had answers. Amanda, I hope that helps out. You have a great day. Bye-bye.